Saludos a todas las camaradas en huelga. Saludos a Fátima, Alejandra, Néstor, Alba, Alejandra, Marina, Ana, Berta, Catalina, Yeserto, Jaime, Julio, Luis, Manuel, Mónica, Mirna, Pablo, Rafael, Siria, Suzette, Juan, Jimene, y perdone si he olvidado a alguien. Miembros del Partido Laborista de Kensington, estamos aquí de pie, hombro con hombro, en solidaridad con vosotros. Los concejales conservadores son inhumanos. Les faltan mente, corazón y alma. I'm able to be here today, as we heard, because I delayed the start of my family holiday. I did this because I want you to have family holidays too. But you can't, because your employers have prioritised personal profit over your right to enjoy a family life with comfort and dignity. As a councillor in Kensington, Chelsea, for 12 years, I've been fighting for London living wage for all council and contracted staff since 2010. As MP for Kensington, I will continue this fight until every employee in my constituency is paid a fair day's wage for a fair day's work. We first debated this in December 2011. We were told the council had very few employees earning less than London living wage. It was up to the contractors to agree the pay scales, but many of the contracted workers had worked for the council before services were contracted out. It was the same people. During the debate, former Councillor Lightfoot, who was in charge of finance, said it's the role of national government through the social security system to top up earnings in relation to family circumstances. Well, we know how much the DWP cares for you all, don't we? Nothing to do with them. Labour councillors debated this again in October 2013, supporting OCS workers cleaning the council's estates. They were earning $7.43 an hour. Some could not afford travel fares and had to walk an hour to work all year round through rain, sun and snow. OCS turnover, $750 million a year. In October 2015, we demanded again that the council pay directly and indirectly employed staff London living wage. Former Councillor Warwick said, look out for the racism here. Well, I haven't looked this up, but I bet some get paid time off to go back to their countries. I think he meant holidays. Yeah.
Do you want to speak to the mic?
We Labour councillors in RBKC have added some to cover London living wage into our alternative budget every year since 2012. So including 3 motions to council, this is the 11th time of asking. The rate our cleaners currently earn in a year is equal to the amount that a council spokesperson claims as allowance, and that's pocket money for councillors, and that's poverty pay for you. We were told it would cost £1 million a year to cover London living wage. This is a council which lost an average of £1 million a year for 19 years subsidising Holland Park Opera, and spent £10 million in capital on improvements to opera facilities at the same time, totalling £30 million altogether. Even this year, after Grenfell, they're paying £1 million to make improvements to the terrace where the opera happens in Holland Park. Subsidised opera for some, and no family holidays or sick pay for you. In local election year 2010, they gave £1 million each to all the council taxpayers, which they called an efficiency bonus. It cost them £7 million. Then election year 2014, they gave £50 each, totaling £4 million to those who pay full council tax, those who need it the least. This was so blatantly an attempt at election bribery, some Conservative voters were disgusted and sent the money to local charities. They saved £400,000 on cladding at Grenfell Tower and lost 72 lives. This council needs some lessons in basic maths and economics, and they need a mind, a heart and soul transplant. Your fight this week will support all council contracted workers, and we hope will attain this fair wage for the workers of Amy, turnover over £2 billion a year. They can find money to subsidise opera here, but they turn their back on contracted workers earning poverty pay. This is morally wrong in an organisation which expects its employees to rely on welfare and food banks to survive, or double jobbing, while prioritising opera and £10 million for a so-called efficiency bonus. Shame on RBKC. The council insists that since the Tower fire there's been a culture change. Now's the time to prove it. Good luck to all United Workers' Voice workers on strike this week. We're with you all the way. Solidarity!
Okay, thanks Emma. Thank you. Thank you.